Start.
Hello and welcome to Amul India Facebook Live. I am Chef Savita Patil, Vice Principal, Lexicon Institute of Hotel Management, Amul, and Assistant V is Sairao Suryavanshi. Today we are going to show you how to make a eggless lemon cheesecake. So first I will be showing you how to make the lemon curd, the eggless lemon curd. For that I have taken 125 ml of Amul milk, then 50 grams of castor sugar, 50 grams of Amul butter. Basically we have to mix everything together and cook it. 10 grams of corn flour. This is fresh lemon zest. So when you're taking out the lemon zest, you just take the skin of it, the colored part of it. So about quarter teaspoon of lemon zest. You could take it or take more also, it depends on your liking. And 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. The quantity of lemon juice can change depending on your liking. If you want to make it more tangy, you can put more amount of lemon juice. And we have to cook this together till it thickens. Make sure you are cooking it on a low flame. And you keep on stirring it. We will be adding color also in it later on, and if you want you can add some more lemon juice or as well as lemon essence in it. So it should take about 3 to 4 minutes to cook well. You have to only cook it till it becomes a little thicker and the corn flour gets cooked. Another way of doing this is you can, instead of milk, you can take only water and take the sugar and the butter in equal proportion. Say if you take 100 grams of butter, 100 grams of sugar, then you take about 2 tablespoons of corn flour and mix it with about 50 ml of water. Lemon juice can be about 3 to 4 tablespoons, and mix everything together and cook it. Of course lemon zest also, because lemon zest will give that good flavor of lemon. And as I said earlier also, the tanginess can be adjusted according to your liking. So you could, if you like it more tangy, you can put more amount of lemon juice in it. So all we do is just mix everything together and cook it on a very low flame. It would be good if you can use a whisk like this, a wire whisk like this, or you can also use a wooden spoon to mix it. And slowly, if you increase the flame, then it can curdle, it can split because of the lemon juice. But when you're cooking it on a very low flame, it doesn't really split. Another option for the milk is condensed milk. So in that case, you don't use any sugar. So you can take 125 grams to 150 grams of condensed milk and mix the lemon juice, some corn flour in it, and just about 2 tablespoons of milk so that the corn flour blends in well, and cook it together. So there are various ways of doing the eggless lemon curd also. Now when you make the lemon curd, today I am using it in the cheesecake, but otherwise it can be used in various products. Like you can mix it with the whipping cream, and then you can layer a cake also with it to make a lemon cake. You can use it for lemon mousse also. You could make lemon tarts with the same filling. So as I said, keep cooking it till it thickens. I'm not going to increase the flame as I mentioned earlier because I do not want it to split. It's almost done. As you can see, this is done. So I will be adding some color. Just a drop of lemon yellow color and a drop of lemon essence. This is optional, the essence is optional. If you do not want it, it's okay if you don't add it. This is how it should look. Now we need to allow it to cool, so I'm going to ask Saibra to remove it in a vessel and put it for cooling. Can you do that, Saibra? You can take it there. Let me remove these things here which I do not require. The second part that I'm going to do is I'll make the base for the cheesecake. Okay, so for making the base for the cheesecake, we require about 50 grams of crumbs, biscuit crumbs, like you can take either Marie biscuit or some digestive biscuit because they do not contain too much of fat. So remember one thing, that do not grind this in the mixer. I have just crushed them with the rolling pin, so as you can see they're not very finely ground. Lemon and coconut, this combination goes very well. So I've taken 50 grams of crumbs and 15 grams of the desiccated sugar and about 60 grams of butter, which I'll be melting, and then I'm going to mix everything together. So I'll just melt it in the microwave. Just enough to melt. Could just give a stir to it to ensure that it is melted completely. It has. So I'm going to transfer this in this mixture together. Now our mixture is ready. And I have already kept some cutters ready. See, this is a cutter, a cookie cutter, and we take a aluminium foil. If the foil is thick enough, then you can just give one layer, or else you can make a double layer like this. And for making the base. So I'll take about a spoonful of this mixture and press it. I'm using the regular Amul salted butter because whenever you're making any dessert, that little salt which is there in the butter enhances the flavor of our product. So that's why I always prefer, whether I'm making my cakes or cookies, I always prefer to use the salted butter. But if you do not want, you can use the unsalted butter as well. And this goes in the refrigerator to set for some time. If you are in a hurry, you could just put it in the freezer for some time. And I'm going to save these crumbs for my other product, which I'm going to be showing during the presentation. So I'll just keep them separately. This goes in the refrigerator. So we have made the base as well as the lemon curd, which will give the flavor to our cheesecake. And then third thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make the ganache, white chocolate ganache. So this is a English cheesecake. The best way to make is you make the white chocolate ganache. So for making the white chocolate ganache, I have taken 200 grams of Amul compound, Amul white compound, and I will take 100 ml of Amul cream, Amul fresh cream, not the whipping cream. Always remember that you can keep it back. Always remember that you take half of the chocolate. The cream should be half of the chocolate. You can use milk also instead. You can use Amul milk, Amul gold milk, which would be about 40% of the chocolate. So if you're taking 1 kilo of chocolate, you take 400 ml of milk. Full fat milk is always better if you do not want to use the cream. Because if the fats are there, then the ganache tastes also better, becomes more thicker, and the quality of ganache is better with that. So this is my 100 ml of Amul fresh cream. And I'm going to heat this up. I'm going to boil this on a flame again. It's hardly going to take any time. But if the cream is not hot enough, then the chocolate will not melt properly. So you just keep stirring the cream. And as you can see, it's become hot. So I will put all the chocolate in it. I can remove it from the flame. As you can see, it is bubbling up. So I put all the chocolate in it and give a nice stir to it. And again, put it back till it melts completely. Chocolate directly on the flame. You should always, when you're melting the chocolate alone, you can melt it over the double boiler or melt in the microwave. But when you're making the ganache, make sure you boil the milk or cream properly and then you put the chocolate in it. As you can see, almost it is melted. And the remaining chocolate will melt with the heat of the cream. So I'm going to keep on stirring it just for a few seconds so that the chocolate melts completely. And we have to allow this to cool again. So what I have done is, you need to allow the lemon curd also to cool completely, and you need to cool down the ganache as well completely. So I'll leave it for cooling, but in the meantime, I have kept the ganache as well as lemon curd ready to save on time. So this is the ganache, the same quantity what I had told you earlier, that is 200 grams of chocolate, 100 ml of whipped cream, and this lemon curd is also made in the same proportion. That was 120, a drop of yellow color and reconnect to that. Okay. So I think there was a disturbance. I'll repeat the mash which I made earlier using 200 grams of white chocolate, 100 ml of cream, and this is the lemon curd that I have shown you a few minutes ago. 125 ml of milk, 50 grams of butter, 50 grams of sugar, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, quarter teaspoon of lemon zest, and 1 drop of lemon essence and 1 drop of lemon color. Okay, so as I said, this is made in advance. You need to cool it completely. That's why I made it in advance. And this is Amul cream cheese, which is again 200 grams. Amul whipping cream. Okay, so now Amul whipping cream is 100 ml. What I have done is I'm not going to add any sugar in this Amul whipping cream. The reason behind that is white chocolate is very sweet. And when you are using, if you put sugar again in the cream, that will make it a little too sweet. That is why I am not going to use any sugar in the whipping cream. So I just take the cream and whip it up. This is, remember that the cream has to be absolutely chilled. So 100 ml of cream, which I am going to whip very well. Balance the sweetness in the cream. You can see the peaks in the cream. A little more. So this is the whipping cream which is ready. I think we need to whip just for a few more seconds. In this bowl, I'm going to take the cream cheese, the Amul cream cheese. Do not take the cheese spread, take the cream cheese, because the cheese spread is a little more softer also and it is more saltier. So for the cheesecake, it's always that you use the cream cheese. mix it a little bit. It's already soft, but all you need to do is mix it a little, and then we will add the ganache in it. Ganache is nice and thick because, as I said, I made it in advance and allowed it to cool down completely, so it's nice and thick. As you saw, when I made the ganache, when it was just fresh, it was liquidy, and if we would have used that hot ganache, the mixture will probably split and it will start melting also. You will not get the proper consistency. Now we're going to take the lemon curd. So lemon curd will be added as per your liking. You want it more tangy, you put more lemon curd. You want more lemony, you put more lemon curd. But otherwise, for this proportion, you will require about, say, 3 tablespoons of lemon curd. Personally, if you ask me, I prefer if it is a particular flavor of a product. The flavor should be, you should get the really strong flavor of that, that particular flavor. So if I am making a lemon curd, I want that tanginess. So I always prefer to put a little more lemon curd. You can always add it later also. So now this mixture is ready. All we have to do is, I have to just fold in the whipping cream in it. So I'm going to take the whipping cream and just mix it in. Like we say in bakery term, I'm going to cut and fold this. So very gently you fold it. So as I have said earlier, I'm making a lemon cheesecake, eggless lemon cheesecake. You have to make 3 things majorly for it. One is the lemon curd, second is the ganache, and third is the crumble or the base of it, which we have made with the biscuit. Mixture is ready, and then I'm going to show you how to present it in different ways. So, if you remember, we had already lined these, and I have also made some shells of the white chocolate, and I have some glasses also ready. So as I always do, show you different ways of presenting it. Let me clear whatever I do not require here. So first, I'm going to show you how to put it in a glass. This you can make in advance and keep, and it's really looks like a professional that when you're making it this way. So you use I'm using a star nozzle for this, open star nozzle. I always prefer to use the disposable bags. They're more hygienic, so I prefer to use those. I'm going to fill the lemon cheesecake in this. Before serving, we need to chill this for 3 to 4 hours. So I am just going to make this now, and then for service for plating I have another set ready. So first, what we will do is, I'm going to pipe out in this. For piping out in this, you do not really require the star nozzle, but since I have made it, I'm using the same one. And then what you do is, you just level it up like this. A little more can go in it. So this can be an individual portion. If you want to make one single portion also, like a big cake, you can use a loose bottom tin for it and make in that as well. I'll just smoothen it a bit. And the second one is again this already has a base, but since this does not have any base, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the crumble on top of it now. And gently level it up all over. And once we freeze it, we can just, it will set and it will be ready for service. And then the glasses. First we're going to put the crumble in all the glasses. Some crumble is fallen off. So when you are refilling the bag, usually air bubbles get trapped. So what you need to do is, once you fill the bag, after that you first press it and remove the air. Otherwise, while piping, suddenly you will get that air bubble and you will not be able to pipe it well. I'm only filling it half, and again I'm going to sprinkle some crumble. So this will give a nice crunch in between, kind of acts as a surprise element. And maybe just a little bit of lemon curd, so to add that little tanginess to it. And then again fill it. Can you take? This needs to be refrigerated for 3 to 4 hours now. So I'm going to put it in the refrigerator, and in the meantime I will show you further ways of presentation. Let me put this aside. Can you bring that? पहले बनाया just clear this. If you want to, as I said earlier, if the lemon coconut flavor goes very well together, so I had put the desiccated coconut in the base, and then if you want, you can also add some amount of coconut milk in the mixture again. So you can use the coconut milk and make it more flavorful, more with coconut and lemon. Let me just go to the refrigerator and make things. You can use anything that you want. This is the coconut flakes which I have sprinkled sugar, the castor sugar, and toasted them a little bit in the oven, not refrigerator, in the oven for some time, and they slightly caramelize, and that can be a good garnish. So let me first garnish the glasses. So I'm just using a piece of white chocolate here and one edible flower, and that plays the trick. And we can also put just a flake of this coconut, and again same way, some white chocolate, and again the edible flower. How you garnish is up to you. You can just take a lemon wedge also and garnish with that. So this is how it will go. Okay. Now the one which we have already made, this is set well now, and I'm going to put it in the plate. So I'll use the white plate for this. So what you need to do is you remove the paper first, the foil, and you can just press it. Press it from down. If you're not able to remove it so easily, what you can do is just take it and give a little warmth of your hands or of your palms, and then remove it. Gently you push it. Very gently. And we can just add a little bit of lemon curd on it. This lemon curd I had melted a little bit, and then you can just make lines like this, or you could just completely fill it with the lemon curd and smoothen it. If you want, you can give a thicker layer as well. Whatever you find easy, you can do that. I think I'm going to use a little more lemon curd here. And just spread it all over. And just one flower on it. Another way of doing it is you can just take the spoon. First of all, take some crumble, place it on the plate. This is quite easy to do actually, and just take a portion of lemon curd This is the set lemon cheese cake. Sorry, not I by mistake I said lemon curd. It is not lemon curd. It is lemon cheese cake. I place it over here. If you use some hot water and dip the spoons in that is much easier. And then you can just put some dots of the lemon curd on the side. And I'm going to use some fruits also to add to the color. So just toss some whichever fruits are available here and there to add to the color. And just a piece of coconut. This is the way you can make a deconstructed cheesecake. So you're getting all the elements on the plate. So that's all from us today. I'm Chef Savita Patil from Lexicon Institute of Hotel Management, presenting you a lemon cheesecake without egg. Thank you so much.